Hello everybody, Gliderman here. So today we're going to be taking a look at Jcomboboxes in Java. So you may be wondering what a Jcombobox is. Well, basically it's a combination, hence combo, of multiple things. It's a button, it can be a text field, and it's a list of items. It's basically a drop-down. So what we're going to be doing is, instead of having a button here, we're just going to comment that out with two slashes. We're going to put a Jcombobox, just spelled like that, in there. So we're going to just call this combo box for short. And then here we're going to comment that out and comment that out. The little shortcut for commenting out there should be Control / on Windows and Command / on Mac. So here we're going to go combo box is assigned a new Jcombobox. Now typically these combo boxes have information in them, like a list of something. So what we're going to do is up here, we're going to give ourselves a little list of strings to put into it. So we're going to go give us some space here. And so we're going to do capital S in string, so that we have string objects. We're going to do a square bracket there. And then we're going to add a space. And then we're going to just call this options, just like that. And we're going to assign this to a new string array, space, and then we're going to do open brace, and then space, and then close brace, and then semicolon. So that will give us a string array, and then this will be the content of our array. So let's start populating it. As a string is basically anything with these double quotes here. We can put in the double quotes, and then we can say option 1. And then to add in another one, outside of these double quotes, we're going to add a comma, and then for styling, I'm going to add in a space, and then we can put in another set of double quotes. And so we can call this option 2. Then arrow outside of that, comma, option 3. Just like that. So now we've got a string array of our options. Down here, in the Jcombobox constructor, we can put in that array of strings. We can just type options. And so that'll put the options array into it. And you shouldn't need to worry about this warning here. So now we can add our combo box to the main thing. So instead of adding the button to the button panel, we're going to go button panel dot, and then we're going to wait for this to load, add, and then we're going to add a component, and that's going to be the combo box, and then a semicolon on the end. So now, if we save that, and then we run that, basically it's going to put a little combo box with those options in the drop down in the button panel for us to see. So there we go. We've got our little Jcombobox there. I'm going to select different options from that string array up here. We've got the option 1, 2, 3. So you may be wondering, how can we access it? Well, basically the same way with a action listener. So what we need to do is we're going to create a new action listener. So we're going to go down here, give ourselves some space. We're going to go private class. The private is just saying that only this big class here, project 1, will be able to access it, which is perfectly fine. The class is basically just saying that it's a little subclass built into it. And we're going to call this JComboBox Listener. And then it's going to implement the Action Listener class. Now, Action Listener is basically I want that to be implements. Action Listener is basically a generic class saying these are the methods you need to implement if you're an action listener, so that you can be passed into anything else. So this little error here is going to say, hey, you should add the unimplemented methods. Let's do that. So now we've got an override for the action performed method, which will say, hey, don't do anything else. We want to do this one. So we're just going to delete this comment. And we're going to scroll up real quick. So for our combo box, we need to add that as an action listener. So ComboBox.add action listener. Just like that. And so we need to create a new combo box listener. So basically we're creating that as a class and passing it into the combo box so that it can use it. Now, down here, we should be able to get that combo box back. So we can do some fairly complicated stuff, but it'll make sense. So Jcombobox, so this will take whatever combo box is passed in as the action event E. And so Jcombobox, we're going to just call this source, and we're going to assign that to e.getSource. Now, you may have seen that returns an object, not a Jcombobox. So what we're going to do is we're going to cast it using parentheses here, and then Jcombobox. So now we've got a Jcombobox, and we've got a quick reference to it called source. Now, we'll just simply output what index you selected and the option that went with that. So we're going to go int is assigned, or int index is assigned source dot get selected index. And then we're going to get a string as well. So we're going to call that data is assigned source dot get selected item. Now again, that's going to not be a string right off the bat, so we need to cast that as a string. And the reason we are casting it as a string, and we're pretty sure, we know that this is going to be a string because that's what we put in here for our string array options. Basically that's just saying we know what type this is, we only have one listener on it, we control what's going on there. If you had multiple different types of things going in, you would need some way to parse it out. So now down here we're simply going to output to the console system.out.println double quotes, you selected index, and then we're going to give ourselves a little space. We're going to add to that index, and then we're going to say comma with data, and give ourselves a little space there, data, and then semicolon. So now we should be able to see something from the console. So let's run that. There we go. So now if I select an option, you can see we have the little console log there. So I can jump back to here, jump to option 3, and so now you can use that in your programs to select from multiple options there. And you may be saying, that's not index 0, there is no such thing as index 0. That's how computers work, basically. Where they start counting at 0. So if you were counting from 1 to 10, instead of 10, they have 0. It's just how they work, and it's how binary and that kind of things go. So I hope this was useful in helping you learn how to use the JComboBox, and I'll see you next time. Bye!